Hello? Hello? Create mode. What up? You're streaming today. We like that. Is it slash shoutout? Maybe? Create mode. There you go. Oh god, I thought this was new. Oh man. So I was having a quaint little scroll, as I usually do before I hop into whatever we're doing. And I just saw a post here, like with that Switch version free trial thing the other day, there are people who just can't read text properly, you know. And then tagged the post from the official Final Fantasy 14 account that says, a notice from producer and director Yoshida regarding the use of mod culture and mod tools. For details, please see topic section. And I was like, oh god, he's mad at us again. But no, it's the thing from last year that we read several times on stream. It's a really good read. It also like lays an actual foundation for what is or isn't considered mod nonsense. But it had me going there for a second. I don't know, dude. I feel like... Exactly. I feel like with all the... with all the things I see, it would be nice, because like every 3 months or whatever, there is a conversation about like what is or what isn't mods, and then I read the thing. And then whatever it is resolves. And then it goes like another 3 months passes, and then we're back to the same shit. And I feel like mod culture is a lot like raid culture, as it's like a lot bigger number than we think it is. I just think that we either need something like the oh god, this is going to be controversial. Something like the verified creators program that Bethesda has for mods, and that the Sims has. The Sims has these mod packs. Well, it's not mod packs. It is content packs, but they're made by like the noticeable or like the notable content creators in the custom content space. I feel like a collaboration here is what we are looking for. I'd also think it would be really cool. Like, personally, I would love to see people who make custom content get like official projects deals. I don't mind if it goes on like the Mog Station or whatever. But there's so many cool things that people have made as far as like just like clothes and gear and like glam pieces and whatever. And I think they could make like a bounty system for it, you know? You have a cool thing. Submit the Squeenix and custom creation SAT Squeenix or whatever. And then like fucking once a month or something, because it's like it's fully coded to work within the game, right? So all they have to do is package that file, put it on the Mog Station, and give like fucking 40% or 30% of all sales of that specific item back to the creator. I also think they should do the same thing with quality of life stuff. Because there's a lot of things that are like technically against terms of service, but they are they're made for accessibility, because the accessibility options in this game is kind of lacking. Nope. And I also think that we should have, I've said this every time modding comes up in like the general discourse. I think we just need full ACT support. Also, you can see my screen. You know I don't currently run that. I've thought about it because I want to know if I'm better or worse run to run. And that's like, I think that's one of my biggest issues with running content in this game is that I have no way of telling if my current run of something or like most recent run of something is better than my first run of something. And that to me is kind of annoying. I don't know if anyone else cares, and I don't really care if you do care or not, because I don't care about anyone else's numbers, I care about my own. And that's like, that has always been the thing. I don't give a single flying fuck about anyone else's numbers. Hey, channel, what up? I just want my own numbers. I want to be able to tell if I'm better. Did I do better at this run, or did I do worse? Because, like, we all know, I am not a gold parser. That is just not happening. But I could be purple. Maybe. And I think some of the joy, this is like hot topic area. I think some of the joy of playing games where you're doing battle content, some of the fun of doing said content is seeing yourself improve, especially when it's PvE stuff. Destiny is a game that does this really well, because it does, it shows everyone's numbers. I have never, ever seen anyone be, I've never ever seen anyone be held back from doing an activity because their numbers were bad. Never. I think that we might be so late into Destiny, or into Final Fantasy, that it's gonna be a pain point. That is a possibility. But the way Destiny does it is that it shows DPS and 2 other random stats. So it might be ads killed, for instance. Or like total damage taken, or some other BS metric. Pastel green. Damn. But I've never seen anyone be toxic about damage numbers in Destiny. There is a world where that is actually a problem if we try to do something like that in this game. I don't think so. I think 99% of people just want to know their own numbers. And I still think you can take them out back, the people who are like bullying or excluding from activities even if you have DPS numbers, because as was mentioned in a thing before, even if you're using like Advanced Combat Tracker, ACT, to keep track of your data and excluding someone else because they're not providing the DPS that you need to clear a thing or whatever, that is still modding, or that is still bullying before it is considered a modding problem. Also, you can get your gay horse here if you want your horse. As mentioned every other stream, there is so many good Final Fantasy creators that I do not blame you if you want to spend your 3 gifted at somewhere else. Wolpixie, Shenpai, Joe Cat, Mr. Happy, Frosty, Fruity Snacks, Ketsu, Renan. Like, there's so many good creators. I've actually found a good few now that I've like been doing a bit of. I wouldn't necessarily call it research, but I guess it kind of is, because I'm trying to figure out what the directory looks like, if that makes sense. Create high quality thing. Shit. Reflect. Great strides. Precise. Innovation. Basic. Standard. Advanced. Great strides. Burgos blessing. Fuck yeah. Double masters mend. Veneration. Intensive synthesis. Careful synthesis. Careful synthesis. Basic synthesis. done. High quality, ready. Snow removal tool is not as interesting. You just muscle memory, veneration, careful synthesis. Careful synthesis. Next. Muscle memory. Veneration. Careful synthesis. Careful synthesis. Bro, I am so goddamn sick of these bots. Muscle memory, veneration, careful. Careful. Where are the mods when you need them? Go take a forever nap, fuck you. Deny. Oh, we're not carrying over. Shit. There we go. I need to make a friend who is as locked into on Final Fantasy discourse as myself, preferably more. So I can have someone come to me and be like, yo, did you see this shit? Because, like, right now, I don't have enough hours in a day to both be speculating and yes. Okay, and from here we go to here. If the node is up, we also grab the node is not up. I wasn't paying attention to what time it was. I need one of those, there is this really good news channel, or I don't know if it still exists, but there was this really good news channel if you were into VTubers. I have no idea how they managed to get a hold of all their information. But it was like, this is what happened this week in VTubing in about 60 seconds. And they covered the entire week. Like, who collaborated with who, and which companies had drama, which fandoms were fighting, everything like that. It was really impressive work. I need one of those for Final Fantasy Discourse. But like the problem is that the only people I know, well, not that I know, that's the wrong word, but the only people I know of that does Final Fantasy news aggregation, drama aggregation stuff, they're like the most toxic people ever. And they have a lot to say about like the topics, and it's all individual videos, and it'll take like several hours to comb through to just find like the one interesting story. And I don't think I can be bothered, honestly. But also, drama discourse is the thing that everyone talks about always. So you know, I kind of need to find the nugget of news. But I don't know where to look. Because it feels like every single time I am onto... my feed is put onto some kind of... Nuggets? Where? No, dude, fuck off. Nugget as a small... Dear Christ. I swear my chat has like one singular shared brain cell. And its sole aim is to like get me derailed from whatever I'm talking about because, I don't know, it's boring to you guys or whatever. Which then raises the question, why the fuck are you here? No, it's shared among you. Don't worry, you don't get to have the whole thing for yourself. Hey, if you're gonna be dumb about it, I'm gonna fight fire with fire here. That feels only fair. So what do we need to do today? We need to finish up this. Bro, what do you mean? Oh. It was next to the thing. Okay. Sure. I'm just not paying attention apparently. That was quick. Then we can take this to here. Oh, this is the one that crashed my game that one time. Talking to the second. The second one crashed my game for like, I don't know, a couple of hours. I couldn't interact with them to save my life. So stupid. Also, no one answered my question. Not that I had expected anything else. I just want to point that out. Fun fact, beyond beyond the first time you're in a zone, there is no reason to use the SDS Fenrir or the Hardy Daytona. Alright, I'll be here. Probably. But yeah, flying mounts all move at the same speed. It's only when traveling on foot. That these aren't worth it. So I guess you could say that it is. I guess you could argue that it's pay to win, because you get to get your quests faster than anyone else that starts at the same time as you. But also, I fucked up and went to my apartment. What is... Do I have any items here? Go to my apartment. There's a bed and... This was a nightmare to put together. Just letting you know. I don't think any of you care. But getting this to look like this was an absolute nightmare. I haven't done more with it because I have to raise a square partition up here. But yeah, this thing is like 1, 2, 3, I think. I don't remember if these are single or double. They might be single. I don't know. It was a pain in the dick regardless. To like make it look like this. It was an absolute nightmare. I do actually kind of want to do the build in here. Oh no, it is double. It was such a pain, dude. What's our... Our situation is no, apparently. That's cute. I didn't want to do stuff anyway. I'm waiting for like actual gremlins to show up again. Chaotic Alliance. Oh, apparently we have to unlock all the all the raids at some point. Oh, it's cute. I like that. This is the collegiate. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Looks good. This with this top looks good. Really like that. Finding glams. Finding glams I like. Oh, my bad. I forget that the stance is a thing that I have to manually. Give me my MP back. Is this? Oh, okay. Oh. Did I manage to like fuck up twice? No, okay. how about we just, like, I don't know. Oh, right.
The ultimate weapon is over. Why does my enemy still stand? Can her strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits.
I love this segment, but it's really long.
Darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Also, I don't know who's caught up and who isn't caught up on story stuff. But there is currently a discussion going about whether or not the devs and writers have been just flying by the seat of their pants or not with these new stories from like Dawn Trail and up. And
What have you done?
I would just like to point out the same thing that a lot of people have pointed out already on Twitter.
For my god to be reborn.
Yestola tells us that the solstice is gonna happen
The hour is at hand. Behold, but a sliver of
in
my god's power.
6.4 MSQ.
And from the deepest pit of the seven hells,
Like the godless realm,
the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
the godless realm story technically started back in 6.4. We just didn't know it at the time. It's this okay. It's the same thing that they've done the entire time, but a lot less obvious.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin, it seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later,
it was a lot more
First,
obvious
I must deal with you.
back
The
in
question of
Realm
who
Reborn
was mightier
and all the way
remains.
up.
Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Kept going and got ice cream. Nice. Yeah, no, I've just been sat here yapping to myself. Oh, never mind.
Gaze upon true power.
I've been talking about the current expansion discourse that is happening. Which I personally find to be really stupid. But I think is kind of fun. It's so stupid. And one thing that makes Final Fantasy kind of a problem to pay attention to story-wise is that it's so insanely long in between the different expansions. It's been like 5 years at this point since certain very important story things happened. No. And that is, it's kind of a problem. Which makes me wonder if... So they talked about this at the NA FanFest. They talked about shortening the dev cycle between patches. Oh. Oh, you can now see the thing that I talked about yesterday. If you were here when I was talking about like the attention to detail thing, and how like this game is like, you get like your clothes interact with the environment. If you have a fashion accessory like umbrella, if you take out an umbrella while it's raining, you will see here that your clothes dry because you're now standing not in the rain. And I think when people say that they want better graphics, that is the thing they're actually asking for. Like, look at this. This is very clearly soaked, right? We all agree that this is very much wet fabric. Yeah? And then you take your umbrella out, and then dry. And I think little things like that is the things we collectively want when we say that when we, the gaming community, says that we want better graphics. I don't think it's actually like photorealism in our graphics. I think it's little attention to detail, things like that, as I talked about yesterday. Man, give me DPS Alliance raids. No shot. There is... Give me the thing. I want to do the thing. Because we're going to be stuck in there for a goddamn hour. You know, I might take my break now and let that go for a couple of cycles and see if we can't get DPS when I return. Also, someone recommended that you make a macro for like playing the Switch version specifically. That you make a macro and bind it to the stick for this, the command panel. I don't know what these two buttons do, and I'm terrified of clicking them. Oh yeah, with good reason, apparently. But yeah, someone said to use this thing. Oh, but it's ready now. Do I wanna... Sure. Let's go. Also, that is a thing I noticed when plugging in a I say plugging in a controller, but playing on the Switch where you have like controller input. Aligning your HUD is so much easier with that. Wait, what did that text say? Oh, is there something wrong with my... Instant portrait reverted to default. Current appearance and or gear does not match the that shown in portrait. That's a fucking lie, dude. Fucking wait for me. I love these little macro buttons that I have here, but I keep forgetting to use them. Oh, right. I'm not actually fucking doing anything. I'm just... I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we're A. Double striking stuff. Okay. See, I fucked up. They changed freeze. That is a long time ago, though. But freeze used to be a thing that was like underneath you. Nope, nope. Did they change how lucid dreaming works? Nice. Eight as oh, nice. Why can't I get pancakes? Also, does the pancakes mean that you have to get more ice cream? Oh, I'm quiet. That's the problem we're facing. And they turned me into a bomb. Okay. Oh. I'm greeting for all of it. I don't care. I like this in a long time. I feel like that is fine. Also, ice cream on pancakes is fucking amazing. But I just realized that I'm not thinking about the same type of pancake that you're talking about. The thing we call a pancake here is like ever so slightly more crepe like. Oh, this is the thing we're supposed to stack. Oh. I saved the person, but I got deaded. Oh well, happens to the best of us, I guess. This thing is so misleading because you're actually supposed to stack them. But the stack is please. Okay, no, I'm over it. Got the healing gloves though. That was pretty good. That was a 25-minute alliance raid. Bro, I felt so bad lately because like there was this charity goal set during Ultimate Prog that Frosty was gonna do UMAD. But it happens at like fucking 5 a.m. my time. So I've like just barely fell asleep. Oh, I feel so crap. Because it's something I really want to watch. But also kind of find VOD. Like, VOD in general is kind of meh. Not, I want to specify that I'm not talking about a specific channel here. I'm just saying in general. I would love to see like I would love to see like the prog pulls and any funny moments and stuff. Be turned into its own like progression series, for instance. But like the point of, to me, I should specify here that to me the point of live is the imperfection. Like, you are unfiltered, you will misspeak, unforeseen shenanigans will occur. That is just kind of like the expectation from live. But that also usually leaves it with a lot of void. And I don't care who the fuck you are. You're not filling all that time with exciting stuff. And if you think you are doing that, please go back and watch one of your VODs. You're filling it with nonsense. And that is okay, because that is the point. I want to preface that is the point of live. It is the unfilteredness and like the rawness of like having an overall plan but not a structure. But I think that once it's done, if you're gonna use it for anything other than like fucking void fill, which a lot of people use that, you might call it watching your comfort show, but you're not watching your comfort show. It's on in the background so you don't feel lonely, and that is okay. I do the same thing. I watch streams. But I'm also like fucking scrolling my phone. But yeah, I haven't been able to catch a single one of those prog streams, and I feel really bad. Oh, I forgot to jump. Well, I pressed the button, but I do want to give a big thanks to Rovan, who was like letting me know whenever the prog streams do happen, even though I am asleep and there is nothing waking me once I am finally asleep. So thanks for trying, bud. I appreciate you. I also we talked about this the other day. I want to know what his streak looks like, because I can't imagine he lurks or whatever, but like I can't imagine he's ever missed a stream. Mind you, I don't have my viewer list up. I never do. So I have it collapsed and mixed it up as well, because I don't care. You lurk if you want to lurk. But I am really curious. I do want to know what his stream streak looks like. I know Fotz's is like 130, which is insane. It also requires a lot of work from me for him to keep that thing, because like he is about as structured as a 7-year-old, and tagging him on every platform is not enough to get a hold of him so he can retain his streak. That is one of the best quotes that has ever been said on my stream. The context is Destiny. We were talking to someone, another community had nicknamed Chef. Because he was, well, first off, he was a chef, but also, he was also always like making his own powdered spices and everything. But he had the most toxic mentality when it came to games. And we were talking about some activity in Destiny and how we were having a lot of fun. And he just kept perpetually shitting on the game. And then after a bit of back and forth, he tells us that he hasn't played in like forever. And then he poses some kind of question, and then Fox replies with that. And it's like one of the best quotes that has ever been uttered on stream. I used to have a... I don't know where that went, but I used to have a thing that had a bunch of quotes captured. And it was like the most unhinged shit. in there, it had like quotes from all sorts of people. And it was like some of the most unhinged quotes you would ever find. Because it's sorted, you could sort quotes based on usernames. I don't remember what software this was. I think maybe it was Ankbot. So there is a chance. No, there isn't. There isn't a chance. Because my... just after moving here, I had a BIOS corruption on my PC. We were freaking out because my PC would turn on. It wouldn't present any error codes. It just cycled the error codes and then nothing. So everyone was kind of panicked. But yeah, a lot of like my old backups and stuff, like previous software and everything, I think I lost most of it back then. But yeah, Ankbot, you could sort quotes from different users. It would make a folder the first time you added someone new. So say create mode says something unhinged or funny, or both. You could add that as a quote and do create mode as the like exclam quote, then prefix, and it would sort that quote with the date and the person who said it into their own folder. It was really cool. I had some nonsense from Roven in there. I had a couple of FOTS ones. I think I had it in... I don't know. I had some old viewers that we don't see anymore because they like turned into adults. They came down with a bad case of adulthood. So they're not around anymore. Had some glorious quotes from Steve-O. I think there was some para quotes in there too. I don't know. It was a great tool. I don't know if that's a tool that still exists. It doesn't do dual moderation, so like, who cares? What are those pants? Pants? Pummelers? It's not from here. Hold on, said I. I blame Robin. I keep seeing this person around. I know it's them because I recognize their glam. There's the big hat. You need the beep. Encyclopedia Eorzea Volume 1? It might be Volume 2. That's my spot. Bad spot to have as your spot because it's tied to the MSQ. You have to go there and sit down for the MSQ. Up there. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a short break, do a weather check, try to get a hold of Fox, and I'll be back in just a little bit. If you're heading out before I return, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night, or whatever the fuck it is, wherever the fuck you are. And see you all soon. Okay. We managed to save a streak. This streak thing is causing too much pressure, dude. What can we do? Level cap dungeon. Okay. Is my portrait fixed now? Yeah. I need to have an amazing streak of 4. I want to know. I so desperately want to know Roven streak, because I believe that thing has to be insane. Because I don't think he is actually... He might not, like, hang out and chat every single day. But I am pretty sure that he is around still. There is a 30 stream streak and 130 stream streak is like the biggest ones. I think the 100 stream streak one, 131 is technically 135. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Also, you have until the 27th to get the mount. If you haven't already. Also, it's only 2 more months until the next FanFest. I really hope that with the next FanFest we can get some like proper banger information. because we need more information. I personally do not care about the jobs. Well, okay, that's not true, but I don't care about. I don't necessarily care about learning about them at FanFest. It would be really nice if they could show them as like a short or something during the FanFest period. If they could just like drop a little video about them, that'd be honestly a lot better than just like using it as filler. There's so many other things that I think are more interesting. I saw someone talk about how they don't like Oh, I remember this. Is this a stop or no? Alright, here's the stop. Bro. Ooh. Brother, that did not hit me. Fuck off. Absolutely disagree. Yo, jobs. Bro, get me the fuck out of it. Can't fucking press any buttons. This is the worst I've done it on this fight specifically. I'll try to roll for that. Sure. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't. No fucking idea. You would think I knew how to play this game after this long, but no. Bro, what do you mean? They don't stay different either. Okay, I lost them. No, hello. Are you hiding over there? Ooh. Wait, I need to do this and this. I hate these tools. I'm scared. Yo, how about we like don't do that thing? I don't care. I hate them so much. Also, you are, just so you know, you're super delayed, but your stream does look better. Brother, that's not the button I wanted to press. Oh, wait, I could have just stayed in the thing. I'm just stupid. I'm gonna gamble that it's here. I don't know. Are we supposed to turn invisible? Yeah. I'm just stupid. Sorry. Ow. Fucking cheater. Oh. Um. I don't know how far away I'm supposed to drag that thing. Oh, not that far. Apparently. Also, I gotta ask, is it like purely because I've asked y'all not to? That we're just refusing to use names? You have it on screen. Like, why is Word so difficult? I think it's been like 6 years that I've asked, please use words. And not a single person cares. That's not true. Roving cares. He does try. Do we have anything else we can do? No. I was hoping trials would have shifted so we could like bang out an easy thing. Is that a prompt for me to like explain it, or are those two connected? Oh, okay. Um, the because of my like fairly poor reading comprehension. Well, it's not reading comprehension that is the problem, it's the reading itself. If I know what I'm reading, I comprehend just fine. But because of my reading disability, I struggle when y'all make up names for things. And I asked y'all repeatedly for like the last 6 years if we can like stop with that and just use the names. Because it's very difficult to follow. For someone who sucks shit at reading, it's really difficult to follow when I don't know what we're tying new names to. And I get okay. I will admit that I'm the first person to understand that that is funny. I get that it's funny. The put weird words in front of the dude who can't read. I am 100% on board with like the theory. But having to live it is kind of rough. Like, the joke has ran its course a good while ago. But I agree that it's fucking funny. Like, I understand the humor here. The fuckhead who doesn't read decided to play one of the most difficult to read games out there. It's not like the humor is not lost on me. Like, I fully see it, but it is kind of difficult to pay attention because the words are already weird and difficult and pulled from like a bunch of different cultures. It's difficult to keep track when they also get like new names on top of that. Dude, I have the weirdest shit on the market board that actually sells. You know, it's like... It's difficult to be a resource, which is something I would like to be a knowledge resource. But then I kind of also need to know what y'all are asking about, you know? Which is also kind of why we implemented the chat rule about helping me with spelling and pronunciations. I think it just says spelling. Nope, we could not jump on top of that. I wonder if we could as Ninja. Because Ninja do jump higher. I think it's insane. Speaking of resource things and stupid shit for this game, this game calls the server, I believe it's 15 times from you hit the jump button until your character lands. And we wonder why this game isn't like better optimized. Like it's doing 15 different calls in a row just for the jump. I think it's like 36 calls in total to server announcing which direction you're looking, your jump speed. Oh, did you know that there is 3 separate jump speeds in this game? And they're easier to distinguish if you jump, if you are running the game at a lower frame rate. I talked about this briefly yesterday. But if you can't do a jumping puzzle, turn your frame rate down to 60 and try again. Also, you have 3 different jump lengths. You have pressing jump and forward at the same time. Pressing forward first, then jump. And then moving like all the way out. Because you have a wind up period. You're not going a full tilt. When you start moving, you're not going a full tilt immediately. You kind of speed up over time. It's easier, it's way easier to see if you're on a mount. But the same applies to your character. You don't go from standstill to like full speed. The first few frames are at a slower speed as you like wind up your movement. And that makes it so you can like you double your jumping distance. But it's the same if you're strafing as if you're going forward, despite the strafe being a slower movement. It has the same build-up, so you can so you still get the full jump. There is also technically a longer jump if you press sprint first. a sprint jump is significantly longer than a walking jump, and I think now that we have jogging implemented, that a jog is like slightly longer than a walk. But I'm not sure about that last one. I haven't ever had like a time where I've had to test that specifically. There is only, as far as I know, there is only one jump where sprinting matters, and I think something changed with the collision there, so it's not that important anymore. When you do the just gonna see if I can see it from the bottom, because I really don't want to climb this just to show you one jump. What's the... If you look all the way up here, you see there is these like jumping things all the way up. From, I think it's here to here. No, it's here to here. To do this jump in the past, because it's nowhere near as height difference as it looks right now. But if you wanted to do this in the past, you had to sprint or use the use ninja for like the easiest way to do it. If you have did I just reset? How the fuck do I get out of this again? There we go. Yeah, that's from here to here. If you have a character here that has like a middle part, it is a lot easier to do because you can align yourself by the middle part. That's true. It's such a silly little thing. Also, corners stick out like a lot more than it looks. Oh. Sorry? I actually have a guide for this in Discord DM somewhere. Because a friend of mine decided that they were going to do this, and I was still in bed. So I was like, yeah, just send me screenshots and I'll tell you what to do. Also, you hear the extra tapping, but it doesn't actually do anything. There are some things to keep in mind when going up here. Oh. This roof, anything that is like directly above you, is a potential hazard. I don't know if you saw that, but like going into this and jumping will push you back. Look at my heel there. It pushes you back. But then you also like, you know where you have to stand. Because it will push you out of the way. This jump is deceptive AF. Because this wall, I'll see if I can hook onto the wall. Yeah. Look at this. This is where the corner is. Well, kinda. It's not where the corner is. It's you're actually round. Ooh. Oh. You occupy. Oh, I hooked onto. You could see it happen there. I hooked onto the invisible circle around my feet. If you target yourself, you should be able to tell. It's technically not that the corner is all the way out here. It's the fact that you're round. So, it's a helpful tool to be able to tell where you are in relation to stuff. Also, like, fucking everything. Because this is you. You can stand pretty far off the thing before you actually fall off. This one's pretty simple. You just move forward and jump. Because it's because the height difference and the speed you're moving in. If you're going at normal walking pace, you won't clip anything with your little circle. Same thing here. You just aim slightly outside the thing. But then you jump as soon as you've started moving. Oh. And then I made the mistake that I was just talking about after that. Yeah, this is a good example of the thing, like, pushing you away. Also, because this will also push you back, and it's pretty far this time. So you need to think about that when you're going up here. Also, this is just for sightseeing log, so if you have no intentions of doing sightseeing log stuff, then who cares? I don't actually know if there is an achievement tied to this. Oh, we're already at the jump that I was talking about. So to get to here, you just kind of align yourself with the outside of this pillar. Because, like, again, you're round, so you put your foot there. You align yourself with something to this corner. And you jump. And then from here, it doesn't actually matter, because, like, you're kind of guaranteed to get up here. Can I skip the... Oh, no, I could not. I've been able to successfully do that once. You can skip it, but... some people prefer to do the skip. Now you could actually see the thing because I was so zoomed in that my character clipped this thing, and it bumped me off course. And was the thing I was talking about, jumping before the brother, where the fuck am I? Oh, we're all the way down. I'm thinking about how to explain the jumps as well as, like, actually doing them. Yeah, that is an example of that. The things above you will interact with you on your way up. There's also cases like this where you're like, the game thinks that you made it, but then it does another check, and it's like, oh, actually. But if you can figure out where your threshold is for each jumping distance, this is not a very difficult puzzle. But I keep making stupid mistakes today. Because I am not here, apparently. You can also go so far forward that some of these jumps, they become short jumps. I did not think that was gonna work. But yeah, the intended way to do this is going out here, dropping to this, and then jumping to here. You go up on here, and then down, and then over. The same thing here, because this is so high. You just make sure that you're clear of this, and I think that you can technically aim for that back corner. This one is tricky, and I don't know if it's a frame rate thing, but it always feels like this is about a 50-50 if you get this or not. I don't know how many times I've made it up here and clipped this thing and fallen all the way down. Oh, there's someone up here. And then from here, you see this lamppost. If you go here, you will have like a way marker up here for the sightseeing log. There will be like a blue orb. To get to that, you can just align with these tiles. This thing is like gold thing. You want to sprint and jump just before that. To hit your sprint button. And I might have been slightly early. Nope. Yes. But yeah, like just before or you have like a little window on top there, which is either just before the thing, which I was a little too far back, but just before and until you pass it. If you didn't commit, I don't know. Is there anything? Yeah, we can use this post. If you're here and you jump, it's just better to stop, wait the 60 seconds until your sprint is back, and then go again. Just like let go of the button if you haven't committed by the time that you're past it, because you will overshoot it and you will land here, and then you have to climb all the way back up. Just like I technically hit this edge here, I was like ever so slightly too far back, so it just pushed me off. It will do the same on the other side. So you'll jump down from like way up there and it'll overshoot. But if you're trying to go around where that gold adornment thing is, you will pretty much get it. But then as soon as you're in the air, just let go of your directional movement. Because these lampposts, they're small. You will fall off if you don't let go of your buttons. Because you'll be so happy that you made it that you're like thinking about that you made it instead of letting go of the button. Just let go of the button after you jumped. You don't lose speed in this game if you let go of your jump. Like once you're jumping, you're jumping in that direction. So you will just continue to go in that direction. But yeah, I think that's it. Don't have anything else to yap about. I'm sure there's other tricks that have been done. If you're struggling trying to lock your game into 60 FPS, that will probably help. Like actually, because I don't know, it's built for 60 FPS. And as we saw yesterday out in Yulemore, everything character related is bound to your game frame rate. Okay, I'm gonna park myself in Old Doll. I have some things I still want to do. Can I make this show my mnemonics? I can. Well, that's convenient. No, I didn't talk to the Aetheryte. Stop it. $585. I can't see how many more I can earn. So we will be pretty close to cap tomorrow. So I think we try to do alliances and then we do society quests. We bang out the society quests. We have those pretty much down to a science. He says, knowing full well that he actually forgot to do his paladin quests. But yeah, I'm gonna do these and get me some food. Create mode is streaming later today, so there. Go follow create mode. I'll be there hanging out, either on the Twitch side or the YouTube side, depending on where there's other chatters, so I can moderate. But yeah, it's always a good time. I'm pretty sure we've been promised art and chill and like productive stream today, so it's probably gonna be insane shenanigans. So look forward to that. It's gonna be great. And y'all enjoyed dinner, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good luck. Goodbye.